going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today I got chest, delts, and calves for you guys. Sorry about that. Like, I got the caffeine in me, and that shit kind of running wild right now. But today we start off with a calf movement. This is probably going to be our only calf movement for the day. Typically, it's supposed to be a seated calf raise because my first push exercise of the week is standing, but since my last injury, my foot injury back in February, I haven't really been able to do the seated calf raises due to the mobility in my ankle. So today we'll replace it with standing. We'll probably do standing here on out, but we got standing here at 75 pounds. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I probably won't talk too much in this one because I kind of just want to get through it. I came to the gym a little bit late today, so I kind of just want to get through it. I'll probably stop periodically just to say you guys some good points, you know, for execution for the movement. But standing calf raises here, just like any other exercise, we really want to focus on the eccentric. So when we go down, we get a nice pause at the bottom and then kind of explode up with a nice good contraction in the calf. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll probably do one warm-up set of this and then 2 working sets, and then we'll move on to our first push and movement. Before prep, I was kind of going to like one RIR, which is pretty much just like muscle failure. This week, we're not really working to muscle failure. As the weeks progress, so like week 1, well, technically this is week 2. Week 1 was intro week, and we were doing about 4 RIR. This week it'll be 3, next week it'll be 2, the week after it'll be 1. And then we'll do a deload week where we kind of cut the weight in half, back off reps and wait for a little bit, and then kind of go into like a recovery week, and then we'll pretty much start all over with adjustments to the weight. So I'm not going to muscle failure today. For the rest of the week, a couple weeks from now, we'll really be pushing that weight to muscle failure to 1 RIR. But for this week, just all exercises, calf raises, even our pushing movements later today or later this morning, it'll be to 3 RIR. So keep that in mind. A lot of people do progressive overload training differently. Some people increase the weight every set. You know, you work to a top set and then you back off. But, excuse me, for my training, we kind of do progressive overload by the week. Okay, so now we have like a low incline press. You can't really see the bench, but you'll see it when I adjust the camera. But we have like a low incline press here. I just finished up calf raises, so we can start our pushing movement. So we got like a low incline bench press here. The goal is to target the upper chest without putting too much pressure or too much tension on the clavicle area. So if we were doing like a high incline shoulder press or like a high incline chest press, we'll focus a little bit more higher like on that clavicle area, but we kind of just want to keep the tension here kind of across like the upper chest here. So we have a smaller incline or like a lower incline in comparison. So we're going to get 3 really good working sets, no warm-up sets. I kind of warmed up with the resistance band a little bit earlier before I did calf raises. So I'm kind of ready to get straight into the pushing movements. I think we have this for about 80, maybe 90 pounds-ish. But yeah, just like any other movement, we really want to focus on controlling the eccentric or controlling the weight on the way down. Get a really good pause, feel that tension across the upper chest, and then really focus on pushing that weight away from us, and then trying to get those elbows, like not elbows, but the biceps pushed together or across the chest. That's really going to help us put tension and put pressure on that upper chest. So we got about 3 working sets here. So let's get started. Yeah. Up. Up. Oof. Up. Oof. Up. Oof. Up. Oof. Up. Oof. Up. Fully. Up. Oof. Okay, so now we have a horizontal press. Let me pause this real quick. We got a horizontal press. There's a lot of different horizontal press machines. You got the seated ones where it's like the plate stack loaded. You got the hammer strength ones. We recently got this one. Dana Body. D-Y-A, oh, Dana Body. I'm stupid as hell. Dana Body. It's a plate loaded one, which, you know, I always prefer plates or dumbbells over the stackable machines, but we got a plate loaded Dana Body horizontal press here. The reason why I like this one is because you get a lot of different grips here, different heights for your grip. One, depending on how tall you are, and 2, you can kind of emphasize certain areas of the chest based on the grip. So I'm gonna grip a little bit higher, just so I can kind of get, you know, bias on the upper chest. That's really one of my weaknesses in my chest, is the upper chest, is the feedback I got last time. So we got about 195 pounds on the machine right now. We got 3 working sets here, still 3 RIR. Really pushing ourselves to that 3rd rep, to that 3 reps from muscle failure. And it's kind of hard to judge that unless you've been training by yourself for a while, especially me without a spotter. But pretty much that rep right after that natural pause or break that you take during the movement is probably 3 RIR for you. If you had a spotter, you could probably put out 3 more good quality ones before you start breaking some stuff. But regardless, Dana Body horizontal press here, about 195 pounds for 3 good working sets. Okay, so we only got 2 sets of this. First set we got about 13 reps right now, hoping to get 10, still 3 RI. And then after this, we're gonna move to a new movement that I got. Excited to show you guys what that is. Killed my damn self on the left. So new movement for me. So I'm still kind of getting used to it, but we have a Smith machine skull crusher here. The only thing I kind of don't like about this movement is that the bar on the Smith machine is already fixed. So you don't get that much motion or not range of motion, but you don't get that much freedom in movement when you're extending like you would with like a barbell or some dumbbells. So it kind of keeps me in a fixed position, which I mean could be good and bad, to be honest. But yeah, Smith machine, like a tricep extension or a skull crusher. We kind of want to sit low here on the bench so that the bar in the position or in the starting position is already at our forehead, because it's all the bar is going to do is come straight down. The only thing that's going to really flex or move is our elbows kind of going toward our knees. So you want to get into a position where the bar is already kind of at your forehead. So that when you execute the movement, the bar just comes down already in line of path where it's supposed to be. So we got 3 sets of this. It's about 90 pounds. Still 3 RR, good, 3 good working sets. All right, so last pushing movement for today is for triceps, and it's a tricep push down with the rope. Pretty basic, pretty simple. Pretty much everyone kind of knows how to use this movement or do this movement already. The thing with this one is I don't want to get too much bend forward, but I do want to lean forward just a little bit to where I'm pushing like out in front of me versus pushing down at my side. I kind of want to push the rope away from me, and then I'm turning my elbows kind of like up towards the sky when I push. So instead of just like a straight push down, I kind of want to push out this way a little bit and then kind of flex those elbows up towards the sky. It's going to get me more traction on my tricep. Same thing with any other movement. Literally, I preach this all the time. The eccentric, or the point in which the weight, the muscle is being stretched, is the point of emphasis here. That's a key point. You want to make sure you really stay in that tension for about a second and then contract the muscle. Don't push with your hands, but you want to extend the tricep, and that's how you're going to get fully optimized exercise to really put tension on your tricep. So I got 2 sets of this, and then after this, I think we got like leg raises. I won't record the leg raises, so I'll probably end the video after this tricep. But I got 2 sets of this, 3 RIR, same thing. We go into the point where we feel like we got like 3 reps left until we hit muscle failure without breaking form. And I think we're doing about 75 pounds right here. So slight lean forward, just so we can kind of push that weight away from us. This is the eccentric here, or the point of emphasis here, where I really want to stay up in there. If you want to tuck your elbows in to get a really good fixed position, that's fine. And then we just push away from us. All right, here, eccentric, pause 1, and then extend again. And that's the movement. I kind of really feel it on that high tricep, like the medial part of the tricep versus like the tip closer to the elbow, which is pretty much where I want that. So I like these. Can't really overload it too much just because you break form and you don't get as many reps as possible, but it's a really good movement. So 1 set left. All right, I'm gonna end the video right there. Finished up with the last 2 sets of tricep extensions to finish off this push, chest, delt, and calf session. Now I'm just gonna do leg raises, but I'm not gonna record that part for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Most importantly, I hope you all learned something. Feel free to leave likes, leave comments, and engage with me, interact with me a little bit. That concludes the video for today, and I will catch you guys in the next video.